So we need to talk about this. Specifically, this. Yes, it's Rivendell. Now this is painted by J.R.R. Tolkien himself. Rivendell, and you can see it's in a deep, deep valley, a Riven Valley, a Rivendell, and it is the house of Lord Elrond of the Elves. And it is a place of massive refuge in The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. It's a sanctuary, and it's up in the mountains to give that image of that, going up out of the danger down below into the sanctuary, crossing the river, crossing from one area to another. So we know that this is what happened to Aragorn. It says in the appendix of The Return of the King that Aragorn, as a child, being now the heir of Isildur, was taken with his mother to dwell in the house of Elrond. So that's where Aragorn grew up, safe from those who wished to destroy him. And we know that Aragorn is based on St Oswald, the life of St Oswald. That Tolkien deliberately did that because this is exactly how we should be thinking about St Oswald in Scotland. Well, I say Scotland. There wasn't actually a Scotland at that point. Didn't exist. There were a whole lot of different kingdoms. He went to the kingdom of Dal Riata. Now there's many mountains and a lot of sea in that kingdom and islands. He's really going to another world. Totally different world, totally different language, totally different religion. The place where he could be safe from those who sought to kill him. And so it was a place of refuge, and it was a place of massive growth for him. So this is what happened for Aragorn. It's where he grew up, where he learned, and it's where he began to learn the things to enter into his kingship. And this is a theme we see widely in literature, not just Lord of the Rings. So, for example, Luke Skywalker goes to that wet planet with Master Yoda, goes there and learns and grows. And even his time with time apart from his family with Obi-Wan Kenobi is a similar concept. This idea of the hero has to go somewhere to gain the skills and wisdom that he needs to gain that growth to then go back out to achieve what he has to do, the hero's quest. This is a big thing we see in ancient literature like that. So what does this mean for when we see it in the Bible? We do see this in the Bible as well. People like Moses, David, Jacob, people like the apostles who go up the Mount of Transfiguration, for example, even. Yes, Moses, David. Often we see this in the Holy Scriptures. Elijah. St. Paul writes in one of his letters that after the road to Damascus experience, what did he do? St. Paul says, went away at once into Arabia. Why? We don't know. He doesn't say, but he says that Mount Sinai is in Arabia. Maybe he went and did a bit of a Moses, having time alone with the Lord up at Mount Sinai. Maybe. Like Elijah, having that alone time, desert experience, wilderness experience, mountain experience, time apart to gain that experience of the Lord, to gain that spiritual growth, that spiritual wisdom that they need to then go out and achieve what they have to do. So that's in the Bible, and this is therefore a model for us for how we should be, to be like St Oswald, Aragorn, Luke Skywalker, etc., David, Jacob, St Paul, Moses, and experience that, identify somewhere different to go in order to receive the skills and growth that we need in order to get back out there and do what we have to do. So I'm going to do some more videos on St Oswald because this experience he has in the kingdom of Dal Riata is all about growth. So he has massive spiritual growth, massive just general education growth, massive military growth. So I'm going to do some videos that address those things in the life of St Oswald. So I'll see you again then. Cheerio.